Hey, 1 Plus Armor fans! Logan and Andrew here, and we're going to be playing a game of Age of Sigmar today. Just got some new fat mats in, so we'll be showing off one of those today. I think this is the Urban Combat 2, is that right?
Yep.
And we got a bunch of city fight terrain that Andrew made. So all the buildings you see on here are either hand-built or kit-bashed. I think the castle back there is. So it's all really sexy stuff. And then we got a Garden of Moor over there. It's gonna be nice. So today we have Andrew's Demons and Warriors of Nurgle going up against my Demons and Warriors of lots of different gods. So Andrew, why don't you walk us through your list here?
Yeah, so I guess we'll just scan this way. Sure. I got 4 Blake drones. They have the new full command, so whatever that crap is.
On a 1 you get D3 back or something?
Yeah.
For bravery tests?
Whatever their horn does. Oh, look at the things as we play. I have 20 Halberd Warriors of Chaos with the Nurgle keyword. And they got the full command as well. I have a Great and Clean one. He's my general. He's a level 4. Oh wait, just kidding.
Wrong game.
Wrong game. Yeah, so he's my general. He's a level 1 wizard. I guess you can cast 1 spell. Epi, he's here doing his thing. He's a hero. Then I got 20 Plague Bearers with their full command. And 5 Ogres, but using them as a proxy for Blight Kings. Because I'm not sure how to base my other ones yet, so.
Alright.
For the other stand-ins.
Excellent. And we're going to be playing with the comp system that we're using at Capital City Bloodbath. So, 125 wounds, 0 to 4 wizards, war machines, and monsters. And then 1 to 4 heroes, no more than 3 of any battle scroll, or war scroll I should say, and 15 max war scrolls. So, with that, that's Andrew's. We'll set up my army and come back and take a look at that. Alright, we're back with my Chaos and Demons. So, going from left to right here, we have 3 Chaos Chariots in 1 unit. We have a Tzeentch Chaos Lord on disc. We have Be'lakor. At the back there, we've got a War Shrine. This little guy here is going to be my Chaos Familiar, because I had a Wound to spare, and why not? We have a Demon Prince of Khorne, 2 Skull Cannons of Khorne as independent choices, a Chaos Lord, don't leave home without him, 2 Chimeras, and 17 Warriors with Hand Weapon and Shield, and I'm pretty sure I gave them Mark of Nurgle in my list. And then I got a bunch of stuff to summon on and whatnot, so we'll see how that goes. Otherwise, we're going to be playing, I think I said this is one of our missions from Bloodbath, so we will figure out what that's going to be, set up, and come back after deployment. Alright, we are all set up here. The mission we're playing is called Ashes to Ashes. Basically, there's a big no man's land chunk in the middle, which is 24 by 24. The objective is to have as few units in that as possible for the secondary, and for the primary, it's just normal, straight up, kill the other guy. So with that, we're deployed. I've got my 2 Chimeras over here, Khorne Demon Prince, my Chaos Lord, my Tzeentch Lord, then we've got Warriors, War Shrine, Chariots, 2 Skull Cannons, Be'lakor, and a Familiar. And over on Andrew's table half, we've got the Warriors, Blight Kings, Plague Bearers, Epidemius back there, in his usual hidey hole.
Yep.
We got the Plague Bearers, Great and Queen one, and the Plague Drones. So, with that, the player who starts deploying first gets to choose who goes first, and I won that roll, so I am choosing to go first because shooting. So, with that, we'll be back at the end of, we'll just call it Logan's turn 1 since we're both playing the same armies. We are here at the end of Logan's turn 1. Had the Chimeras move up on the side and scream or spit or breathe fire into the Plague Drones. Managed to kill 1. You'll notice there's still 4 left. We'll get back to that. Other than that, we just moseyed on up. Put a +1 armor save onto the War Shrine. My Chaos Lord summoned a free unit of Knights who are back there holding some stuff up. And over on this side, we just moved up a little bit. The 2 cannons shot into the Chaos Warriors, managed to do a total of 3 wounds. And then moving into combat, we had the Knights over here fighting the Plague Drones. One of the Plague Drones did die from the Chimeras, and then we killed 1 more? No, didn't kill any.
Yeah, killed one, did a wound on another.
Wound on one. That's what it was. So I lost 2 knights in that, but passed my battle shock. And then for Andrew's battle shock, he rolled a 1, so he got his D3 guys back. Got 2 back, but only has models for 1 right now, so he's got back to full strength. But we're still sitting there for a turn, which is kind of nice. And with that, we're into Andrew's turn 1. Alright, we're here at the end of Andrew's turn 1. This combat continued. Big Papa Nurgle cast some spells, summoned some plague bearers, who are up there. Blight Kings and those plague drones moved up. Epi's chilling on his throne over there. The Chaos Warriors moved up and charged into my chariots and sucked Bellicor into that combat. As far as the actual combats, I lost 1 knight over here, so keeping those guys there at least, which is kind of nice. And then over here, I took 2 wounds on one of my chariots and dished out 2 wounds back between 3 chariots and Bellicor. So, not super successful there. And with that, we'll be going into Logan's turn 2. Alright, we're here at the end of Logan's turn 2. Moved the Chimeras up along the flank here to try to get some more fun in with Plague Drones. 2 flying guys in the middle here moved up. Chaos Lord is continuing to cower, as the mighty fearsome Chaos Lords do now in Age of Sigmar. These guys sort of continued the blob of death going on over here as Andrew drops his water. So that blob of death is still going. For shooting, shot both cannons into the warriors and killed, I think, 1, so that was good. Over on that side, shot both Chimeras into the Plague Drones and did not kill a single one, but did 4 wounds, I think. For combats, over there, between both Chimeras, they did a wound. They're champs. And over here was a bit more of a bit of slaughter. The War Shrine went off, so my warriors and hand weapons were hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. Bellicor actually managed to get some wounds through this turn, which was good. And Andrew did 1 wound to my chariots in return, and then lost
6.
Yeah, lost 6, and then 1 guy to battle shock, so not too bad. So that's continuing there, and we are going into Andrew's turn 2. Alright, we're here at the end of Andrew's turn 2. What happened?
So these guys did their pile-in for there. Threw some more attacks on the hurt Chimera. I think I did like 1 wound.
2.
Even better. Then he attacked back, did like 2 wounds. Over here, everything else just sort of shuffled up. The Blight Kings tried to charge, didn't make it. The first unit I summoned of demons did make it though, so they're in combat there. He killed a bunch more warriors. They did like nothing. The Plague Bears did 1 wound against these bros. And we forgot to do battle shock, so we should do that off screen, but I lost more guys than Logan took wounds, and then everything else just sort of is getting ready to join in the dog pile in the middle.
Alright, we'll be back with Logan's 3. Alright, here at the end of Logan's turn 3. Moved up the Tzeentch Lord and the Demon Prince, just a little further up the table with their quick movement. As for the hero phase, we tried to summon some dudes, we did. So we brought knights in right there with Epi. Tried to cast some spells with Bellicor, don't remember what they were, they didn't really do anything. I think I gave my chariots a better armor save or something. Movement, pretty much everything was in combat. My cannons just shifted over to get some good shots in. As I said, those guys moved up. Shooting, both Chimeras and both cannons went into the Great and Queen one, doing 6 or 7 wounds to him. So he's got a couple left. As for combat, down here, the Chaos Warriors got wiped out. Plague Bearers are still hanging on. Over there, we did another wound or 2 to the Great and Queen one. Demon Prince took 3 wounds, though, back in the process, so he's down to 5. And with the Plague Drones, I managed to kill 1 and do, I think, 1 or 2 extra wounds. and both chimeras have now taken 5. So with that, we're going into Andrew's turn 3. We are here at the end of Andrew's turn 3. Tell us what happened.
Tried to cast some magic, it didn't get it off. He shot the Tzeentch Lord, did 3 wounds to him with his noxious breath. The Plague Bearers tried to shoot but missed. Or sorry, the Plague Drones. Then everything else sort of moved up. The big blob of Plague Bearers charged in, so they're there. The original 3 are here, or the summoned 10 are down out of 3. They're right here. Then the rest of these Plague Bearers are the unit that I started the game with. The Blight Kings charged in, killed like 1 warrior and a chariot, and then his return attacks killed 2. So they're sort of like that. Other than that, not much happened. Over here, Epi did kill the guy and then did 2 wounds to another, and then they did a bunch of him, so he has 1 wound left. The Grin and Clean one has 1 wound left, but he brought the Demon Prince down to 1 wound as well in close combat. And I think that's pretty much it.
Alright. Going into Logan's 4.
Yep.
Alright, here at the bottom of Logan's 4. Over here, we managed to finish out the Great Unclean one through some shooting. Chimeras just moved over there after last turn, so nothing too fancy, just trying to get closer to the fun. In the hero phase, I managed to summon a Demon Prince, so he's chilling there. For the hero phase as well, I got Mystic Shield off on the warriors that are now on a 3+, and I got the reroll to wound on them because they're all Nurgle, and I used the Nurgle one. For shooting phase, as I said, killed Great Unclean one. Killed some Blight Kings from the cannons as well. And then in the combat phase, the Chimeras and the Demon Prince both failed their charges into those Plague Bearers. Over here, we brought a cannon into the combat with the Blight Kings. Managed to finish them off. And then at the back there, the Knights killed Epidemius. So for Battle Shock, nothing on my side had to take anything. For Andrew, he ended up getting 6 more guys for his unit of Plague Bearers right there. So with that, we're going into Andrew's turn 4. End of Andrew's turn 4.
Alright, so all I got left is the Plague Bearers, so basically we just went right to attacking. Didn't do anything to this guy because he has bonuses against guys that don't have the fly rule, so I couldn't wound him. Over here, he killed the last Plague Bearer from the summoned unit, so now it's just the original unit that started on the board. They did 7 wounds, and he saved them all. And then he killed 1 off the big unit.
Yep. Alright, we'll be back with Logan's 5. Alright, we are here at the end of Logan's 5, which incidentally is also the end of the game. Finished things off just by surrounding the unit of Plague Bearers here and bringing my Chimera into that unit. So with that, Andrew has no models left on the table, unfortunately. Andrew, what are your thoughts on this? I know you have some opinions.
Game's alright. You know, it's a lot simpler than what we're used to from Fantasy, although this is a completely different game, so it's maybe not a fair comparison. But it seems pretty neat. Like, summoning stuff's kind of fun, the magic's more easy. I do find the combat's a little bland though. It seems like everything sort of hits and wounds on the same 2 numbers, either a 3 or a 4. There are buffs involved that you can get from like the War Shrine, or I'm sure the other armies have stuff, but for the most part everything seems kind of samey. So I'm kind of thinking maybe just more bodies on the floor instead of like taking like big monsters and stuff might be the way to go. Especially with demons, because they're all bravery 10. So when I have to take a bravery test, not leadership tests, I usually pass anyways, so why not take that instead of like one monster who gets weaker as it goes. Other than that, you know, game seems fun. Pretty simple. Something to throw it in one night or so.
Yeah, for sure. It's a good. Seems to be a fun like beer and pretzels kind of game.
Yeah, for sure.
So as we mentioned at the beginning, we are working on a compact for this to try to make it a bit more viable for tournament play. If you are interested in this for tournament play, be sure to check out Capital City Bloodbath, which is coming up, and that's at capitalcitybloodbath.com. And if that doesn't work, it's capitalcitybloodbath.blogspot.ca.
We'll have the link in the show notes anyways for it. So
absolutely. Check it out.
Just look below.
Room for 40 folks, and that's in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, on August 29th and 30th.
Yeah, and there's also a 40k tournament as well. So if you don't play Age of Sigmar, and you do play 40k, there's something there for you as well.
Yeah, and 40k is part of the Frontline Gaming ITC circuit, and it is filling up fast. So if you're interested in that, be sure to sign up soon. It's a 2-day GT, food's provided both days, and it's $75, something like that, 75, 80 bucks. So keep in mind that's Canada land fun bucks, so it's actually pretty cheap for most GTs. Alright, with that, stay tuned on the channel for some more Age of Sigmar and other game content, and thanks for watching.